Welcome back to the battle between Magneto and Plastic Man. Who will win? Before we dive deep into the analysis, please remember to subscribe to the channel to support me. Thank you all so much.
Magneto, whose real name is Max Eisenhart, also known as Eric Magnus Lensher, is not just one of the universe's rare Omega-level mutants. His life began in the shadows of the Holocaust, where he witnessed firsthand his family being stripped away and humanity trampled. Those horrific memories etched an unwavering belief into Magneto's mind: the weak will always be annihilated if they do not rise to claim power. From that pain, Magneto chose a radical path. He no longer believed in peaceful coexistence between humans and mutants. Instead, he believed mutants must rise to dominance, not out of personal ambition, but for the survival of their entire species. This ideology thrust him into conflict with heroes, especially the X-Men. However, he is not merely a destroyer, but a man carrying a distorted ideology born from tragedy. Magneto truly earns the title Master of Magnetism. He can control magnetic fields on a global scale, bend metal, create energy shields, and even manipulate Earth's magnetic field. His power is not only destructive, but also possesses the beauty of a deity controlling the invisible laws of nature. In many moments, this power makes the whole world tremble, but sometimes it becomes a tool to protect what he believes is right. His abilities lie in manipulating magnetic fields, even materials almost impossible to affect, like adamantium. He generates attractive and repulsive forces on a colossal scale, powerful enough to crush battlefields in an instant. Magneto can even control the iron in an opponent's blood, turning a human body into a manipulated tool. Magneto also controls the entire electromagnetic spectrum. He can manipulate light, electricity, and create electromagnetic pulses powerful enough to disable modern technological systems. When necessary, he can transform his surroundings into a storm of energy, where all physical laws are bent to his will. Magneto's defensive capabilities are equally astonishing. He creates nearly impenetrable magnetic shields, strong enough to withstand attacks from mighty entities like Thor, She-Hulk, Cyclops, or even Black Bolt. These layers of defense not only protect his body, but also represent an unyielding will. Magneto also possesses the ability to fly freely by controlling the magnetic fields around his body. He can lift and move massive objects, from tanks to entire architectural structures, as if they were weightless. In many cases, he also projects streams of magnetic energy with tremendous destructive power, enough to destroy machinery or even affect Earth's magnetic poles. However, what makes Magneto truly terrifying is not just his strength, but also his intellect. He is a genius with superior strategic thinking, capable of quickly designing complex technology and controlling battlefields with incredible precision. In some versions, Magneto has also demonstrated the ability to manipulate matter at a molecular level, expanding the limits of his power to a new height. Coupled with superior durability and incredible impact resistance, he becomes a nearly unstoppable force. Magneto has long been considered one of the most fearsome entities, with power limits almost reaching planetary levels. When exerting his full power, he can directly affect Earth's geological structure and magnetic field, raising entire islands from the ocean floor, moving massive mountain ranges, and even reversing the planet's magnetic poles. One of the most terrifying moments was when he tore all the adamantium from Wolverine's body, causing pain beyond the endurance of any living creature. He once single-handedly defeated the entire Avengers team, rendering the heroes helpless before his overwhelming power. Magneto can also interact with cosmic entities, and on a cosmic scale, such as holding back the head of a decaying celestial or pulling the breakworld planetary bullet back into orbit. He can even absorb energy from the sun and nearby planets to increase his power. His prolonged confrontations with the X-Men, and especially Professor X, are not just conflicts of strength, but also clashes of two opposing ideologies. Additionally, Magneto has repeatedly faced top-tier names like Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, as well as powerful teams like the Fantastic Four and the Inhumans. Even brilliant minds like Dr. Doom cannot underestimate him. One of his most ruthless acts was when Magneto personally finished off Red Skull. This was not just a battle, but an explosion of the trauma from the Holocaust, as he confronted the symbol of fascism. Throughout every battle, Magneto's greatest advantage lies in his wide-scale attacks, combined with nearly impenetrable magnetic shields. He does not need to get close to win, because with just a thought, the battlefield is distorted to his will. And it is this combination of destructive power, absolute defense, and an iron will that makes Magneto an opponent even the greatest heroes must be wary of.
Please remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and turn on notifications so you can watch my latest videos. Thank you all so much.
Now, Let's talk about Plastic Man. Plastic Man, whose real name is Patrick Eel O'Brien, is one of the most bizarre and unpredictable characters. Few would guess that behind a humorous superhero lies the past of a street criminal who once lived by daring heists. His life took a completely different turn after a fateful incident, when he was shot during a failed robbery and accidentally came into contact with a mysterious chemical. Instead of dying, Eel O'Brien's body underwent a transformation. He was no longer an ordinary human, but became a rubber-like, pliable entity, able to stretch, bend, and shapeshift at will. Rescued and cared for by monks, he gradually realized the second chance life had given him. Their inherent goodness awakened his remaining conscience, urging him to abandon his criminal path and become a protector of justice. What makes Plastic Man special is not just his origin or powers, but also how he expresses himself. With his witty style, always cracking jokes, even in the most dangerous situations, he is often underestimated among his powerful Justice League teammates. However, behind that jovial exterior lies a nearly limitless ability. He can transform his body into any shape, from tiny objects to colossal structures, even separating and reconfiguring his body to an extreme degree. This ability makes Plastic Man virtually immortal. He is unaffected by physical attacks, not easily destroyed, and can regenerate even when fragmented. In many situations, his flexibility and unpredictability have helped turn the tide in ways that pure strength could not. The core of Plastic Man's power lies in his absolutely pliable body, allowing him to control every molecule of himself. He can stretch his body almost infinitely, shrink to a microscopic level, or transform into any shape. From simple items like clothes and bags to complex structures like vehicles or combat tools, everything is within his boundless creative ability. Plastic Man can also adjust his size and density, becoming as huge as a building or as hard as rock, then immediately returning to a flexible, soft state. Plastic Man can recover even if his body is almost completely destroyed, needing only a tiny fragment to survive. He even survived for thousands of years scattered across the ocean floor, gradually reforming into his original shape. This makes the concept of being destroyed almost non-existent for him. Plastic Man is virtually immune to most forms of physical damage. Powerful blows, explosions, or extreme pressure are unlikely to cause lasting harm. Not only that, he also demonstrates resistance to mental attacks and mind control, as well as the ability to withstand various forms of energy and matter manipulation. This comprehensive resilience brings him close to a state of immortality in many different aspects. Additionally, Plastic Man possesses incredible supplementary skills. He can increase his strength by changing his body density, move flexibly by shapeshifting, camouflage himself perfectly to deceive even the most sophisticated opponents, and even mimic voices and perceive his surroundings through vibrations. At some peak moments, Plastic Man has demonstrated a level of power that can rival solar system-level entities, especially when facing extreme versions like Martian Manhunter in his burning state. Such confrontations show that he is not just an entertaining character, but truly one of the most difficult individuals to destroy. In combat, Plastic Man does not just rely on durability, but also boasts amazing feats. He once confronted and held his own against a deranged version of Martian Manhunter, an already extremely powerful entity, and fought on par with top-tier opponents. Furthermore, he demonstrated his danger in an unexpected and brutal way by defeating Sportsmaster in an unimaginable way, using his own deformed body to finish off his opponent from the inside. Plastic Man's camouflage ability is also almost perfect. He once infiltrated criminal organizations by disguising himself as the Joker, deceiving the most dangerous minds without revealing any flaws. This flexibility makes him a crucial strategic asset when collaborating with the Justice League in confrontations with threats like Lex Luthor, Amazo, or Cersei. In particular, his resistance to shape-shifting magic makes him an annoying opponent for magic users. Plastic Man also participated in fighting against dark forces from the dark multiverse, where distorted versions of heroes rose under the leadership of Barbatos. Plastic Man's enemies range from cunning individuals to powerful entities. He has faced White Martian, dangerous variants like a corrupted Dr. Polaris, and many other villains. In major battles, he often fights alongside icons like Batman, Flash, and Wonder Woman, contributing in unexpected ways. Opponents can hardly predict what he will do, nor do they know how to destroy him. It is this combination of camouflage, absolute flexibility, and a nearly indestructible state that has transformed Plastic Man into a living enigma, a factor that any enemy must be wary of, no matter how powerful they are. Magneto faces Plastic Man as two completely different power systems clash head-on. On one side is the master of magnetism, on the other is a nearly immortal shape-shifting entity. The battle takes place in the heart of a massive metropolis like New York, where every metal structure can become a deadly weapon in Magneto's hands. Magneto sweeps the entire area with his magnetic field, lifting countless vehicles, utility poles, and structural debris, sending them raining down like a storm of steel. The city trembles under the invisible pressure. However, Plastic Man reacts in a completely opposite way. He does not confront Magneto directly, but constantly shapeshifts his body, stretching to dodge attacks, contracting into thin strands, or even transforming into a light, floating object to evade. Meanwhile, when Magneto tries to control the iron in his opponent's body, he immediately realizes he is facing an entity with no conventional biological structure. Magneto erects magnetic shields and unleashes high-intensity electromagnetic attacks. The energy spreads, powerful enough to neutralize everything around, but Plastic Man still slips through the smallest gaps, transforming his body into a mesh or liquid form to approach. His counterattacks are not based on pure strength but on incredible flexibility. His arms can stretch for miles, tightly wrapping around his opponent, or even finding ways to attack from within in ways no one can foresee. In response, Magneto increases the pressure, throwing massive chunks of metal, creating tremendous crushing force, and even trying to affect the opponent's material structure. However, Plastic Man constantly changes his density, absorbing and recovering almost instantly. The battle escalates to a climax. Magneto pours all his power, lifting the entire city like a colossal metal storm, burying his opponent under thousands of tons of material. For a moment, everything seems to be over. But from the rubble, Plastic Man slips out, transforming his body into super thin strands that penetrate every gap. He begins to shift to more subtle tactics. Using his shape-shifting ability, he camouflages himself as familiar objects around Magneto, silently approaching before launching a surprise attack. In a final effort, Magneto pushes his abilities to the absolute limit, manipulating electromagnetism at a molecular level, even attempting to disintegrate his opponent into fundamental particles. But what he faces is a paradox. Plastic Man is not limited by conventional biological structures. No matter how fragmented he becomes, he can recombine and continue to exist. Plastic Man wins in most scenarios, about 7 out of 10.
What do you all think about this battle? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you all so much.